Coming up on this week's edition of Zen Fiction YouTube.
My name's Baghead.
Matt Johnson.
Wah, wah, wah. Hello guys, what is going on? So, my name is George, aka the Big G, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to be teaching a good friend of mine to meditate. Ultimately, I want to help heal the world through meditation, mindfulness, and storytelling as well. And we'll get to that at a later date. I want to do this by nourishing a culture of mindfulness in kids. The most formative years are your childhood years. However, as an adult, you can still learn to meditate. You can still learn to cultivate a mind that treats you well. But of course, my friend is not a child. I don't hang out with kids that often. Anyway, I'm not here to defend my status as a paedophile because I'm not a paedophile. Okay, well, this is getting horrific. But as you will see, my friend is a bit of a child anyway. His name is Matt. We've known each other for about 4 or 5 years. He's a bit of a silly boy, as you will discover over the course of this video. But actually, that is an excellent way to be, because with a childlike, open and questioning approach to meditation, you're going to get the most out of it. And this is known as beginner's mind. I will go into more detail about beginner's mind at a later date. However, just to give you a very brief and abstract quote, which will add no value to your day. If your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. Everything is possible. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. That is a quote from Shunryu Suzuki in this book. I would definitely recommend it if you are looking to learn a bit more of Zen Buddhism. It's written in a very sort of poetic way, but equally it's written in a very accessible way. It's a really enjoyable read. Anyway, so my friend is obviously coming at this from a place of beginner's mind. He doesn't know that yet, and maybe he's got some pre-misconceptions about meditation. We're going to do a little interview with him and then do a guided meditation with him and see how it goes, see how he feels. But yeah, let's get on with the video.
Hello. My name's Baghead. Now, I've been watching the production of this video from afar. And I've come to spoil the plans of Matt and the Big G to introduce Matt to meditation. How, you ask? Later today, Matt will take a little sip from this can. But what's in it? At the moment, nothing. A little bit of this. a lot of this. And a teeny tiny bit of this, the last, most secret ingredient. Now, I sourced this from a little plant in South America. Do you know what it is?
Okay, so now we are going to set up the theatre. I'm going to ask Matt some questions about his experience of meditation, and then we are going to get on with the show. So thank you for joining me, Matt. Okay, so thank you for joining me today, Matt. So I'm going to ask you some questions, if that's okay. Please be as honest and as open as possible. Otherwise, I'll get the Buddha to sit on you. Oh, and one more thing. I withhold the right to edit your answers to make you look like an idiot. Is that okay?
Me? No. Dumb.
Cool. So let's get on with the questions. So what is your name?
Matt.
And how do you feel right now, Matt?
I feel fine.
So, Matt, do you have any experience with meditation?
Yeah, I tried it once, but wasn't sold.
So how would you describe your attitude towards meditation and spirituality?
I'd be keen to learn more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you sort of have moments in your life where you're like very connected and very like there.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it hard to like incorporate that day to day.
Do you believe in enlightenment?
I think people can be themselves truly.
Mm-hmm.
If you classify that as enlightenment, then that's what I believe in.
So do you think you are capable of enlightenment?
I'm still skeptical.
And final question, Matt. Are you ready to get started?
Yes.
What's going on with your hands?
So I am now going to take Matt through a simple breathing meditation practice. As you just heard, he's only done this once before. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to stick the camera solely on him, but this is genuine. I am trying my first ever guided meditation, and Matt only his second ever meditation. So I'll see you after the meditation, and we'll see how this goes. So, Matt, what is your name?
Matt.
Good, okay, it's still Matt. I wasn't expecting that to change. How do you feel right now?
Yeah, a little bit more elated than before.
And do you feel relaxed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I was already pretty relaxed, but yeah. So at the beginning, I've had a bit of coffee today,
Okay.
so I could feel things like my eyes.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was, of course I don't, but I've had experiences where my eye muscles are under notable stress, but I am very elated, very within myself. So yeah, I don't know if that was what was going on. Maybe it was just the coffee.
So when I did it before, like that was definitely my first time, and that was a moment where I was super like anxious and I was speaking with someone, and it helped me sort of come into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this time I felt more like sort of, I guess, ready for it.
Okay.
So I definitely was able to breathe. I think having a camera like filming you obviously is different than doing it without it, because I'm just like, do I look fat, you know? But like, you know. So
you look gorgeous, my friend.
But yeah, other than that, like I would say, the breathing in and out was definitely sort of soothing. But I would say there is sort of a sensation that you feel, because you're like, oh, you know, you can come out of it, and you know, when you feel ready. And I was like, this is quite nice actually, but you know, you can't like do it forever kind of thing. So I was there, but then it's a weird feeling, isn't it, when you stop and you sort of bring yourself into the room? Yeah. Because you're right, like, you know, you start to be like, oh, you have to actually bring yourself into the room, and you kind of look around and you're a bit like, actually, you know, I wasn't in the room until I sort of accepted that I'd come back into it.
Is this something you'd be interested to explore off the camera?
Yeah, why not? Like, I guess it's good to do this stuff. For me, like, my sort of mindfulness comes from running. To get to the sort of state of flux is quite different when you're doing this rather than running. Yeah. So before I would have said no because I run, but actually, like, I reckon you should probably do both if you really want to be more mindful.
Absolutely, and I think if you watched my last video, I put a little link here, you will know that all you need to reach some of the benefits of mindfulness meditation practice is 5 minutes a day. So Matt, one final question before we wrap things up. Do you think you'd recommend meditation and mindfulness practice to a friend?
Absolutely, I would.
So guys, there you have it. As you just saw, I turned this guy into this guy in just one simple 5-minute guided meditation based on breath work, based on connecting with the body. Amazing, right? Of course, I'm just kidding. Matt has very, very little experience with meditation, but I think he enjoyed it. I think he got a little bit out of it. Hopefully you guys got a little bit out of the video. If you did, please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, also hit that bell notification, add a comment if you did like it and you want to just tell me how great I am, or if you want to tell me that I'm a as well, that works. There's no such thing as bad publicity, baby. Anyway, gonna call it a day. I will see you guys in the next video.